Hi guys, I hope you're all well and welcome to episode 152 of the James Layton Fitness Podcast. So in this specific episode we'll be discussing the keys to staying lean within a muscle building phase. This is a very difficult task for most people. Most people go into two different buckets typically. The first bucket is they just gain too much body fat. They literally just start eating as many calories as they can. They build muscle, but they also gain a huge amount of body fat. And that therefore means at some stage, once they've finished the fat loss phase, they've then got to spend a lot of weeks and months actually losing the body fat. Within the other bucket, the individual doesn't actually create a calorie surplus needed for muscle growth. They're so scared about gaining any body fat whatsoever, they typically just don't do anything. They don't actually build a significant amount of muscle mass, they don't gain any strength, and typically they're just spinning their wheels. So it's firstly just important to note that within a muscle building phase, because you need to be within a calorie surplus, i.e. consuming more calories than you're burning, that therefore means there is going to be a small amount of fat gain. You need to be okay with that, but the purpose of this podcast is really trying to minimize that fat gain as much as possible, and there's a certain tactic and strategy that you need to start implementing that will allow you to stay as lean as possible within the muscle building phase while actually still gaining muscle mass, as opposed to the individual within the second bucket who just isn't creating calorie surplus and is therefore not building muscle, not gaining any strength whatsoever. So the real key is actually focusing on a monthly weight gain target that's actually suitable to your training age. And that's really the key. If you're a beginner to weight training, you're obviously going to build muscle at a much faster rate compared to someone that has over 10 years weight training experience, and therefore the monthly weight gain target needs to be tailored to that individual's weight training experience. So if you start eating like you've got no weight training experience whatsoever, and you've got 10 years weight training experience, and you're creating a calorie surplus for someone that has less than 6 months weight training experience, yet you have 10 years weight training experience, you're just going to gain a huge amount of muscle mass. So if you've got under 6 months weight training experience, then focus on a 1 to 3 pound per month gain. If you've got between 6 months and 3 years weight training experience, I'd focus on a 1 to 2 pound per month gain. And beyond 3 years weight training experience, you're not really going to see that much change on the scale. You don't want to be focusing on a monthly weight gain target because you're just going to gain a lot of body fat. At that stage, you're already going to be very close to your genetic potential. That's not to say that you can't still make improvements, but your main focus beyond 3 years weight training experience is really focusing on gym performance, getting stronger, increasing volume over time, eating enough to recover from your sessions to make those strength and volume gains, but you're not actively looking to increase the scale weight. The scale weight is still going to change to a certain degree, but you're not actively setting a monthly weight gain target. And there's really the key formula. You want to be focused on the energy surplus to achieve that monthly weight gain target. So therefore, if you're not in line with your monthly weight gain target, i.e. you're gaining too much weight, that means you need to reduce your calories. On the flip side, if you're short of your monthly weight gain target, then you need to increase calories. I suggest mainly focusing on increasing carbohydrates within the muscle building phase. Protein is going to stay constant, fat will increase slightly, but carbohydrates will have the biggest direct impact on your gym performance. It will allow you to gain strength and increase volume at a much faster rate. So that's really the key to focus on, increasing within the muscle building phase, carbohydrates. And that's really the key formula. That's where so many people go wrong. As mentioned, one person will focus on eating as many calories as they can and just gain a huge amount of body fat, not really taking into account their training age. On the flip side, an individual that doesn't gain any body fat whatsoever and is therefore just spinning their wheels because they're not creating a calorie surplus. But if you're focusing once again on that 1 to 3 pound per month gain, if you've got under 6 months weight training experience, for 6 months and 3 years you're focusing on 1 to 2 pound per month gain, and beyond 3 years weight training experience, focusing mainly on improving gym performance and eating enough calories to recover from your sessions to make those strength gains, and then essentially just manipulating your calories to be in line with those monthly weight gain targets. That really is a magic formula to staying as lean as possible within the muscle building phase. So hopefully that's been useful. Hopefully you can start applying this immediately. If you're still yet to subscribe to the podcast, please do, as these come out every single week, and therefore you won't miss an episode if you're subscribed. If you're still yet to download my free ebook, How to Set Up a Nutrition Plan, if you go to James Layton, Layton fitness.co.uk, you'll see a tab at the top of the page called free ebook, and you can download that immediately. I look forward to speaking to you next week. Thank you very much.